Welcome to another episode of Lumberjack Garage, and today I finally can get a haircut because this truck is done. Look at this thing. This is a 2003, early 2003, because it's the last few months that they had the 7.3 Power Stroke diesel. But this thing has had a complete body off. As you notice, we put a box on it, rust-free Oklahoma truck. It's got the lift kit on it, brand new BFGs, rough country shocks. It's got the '08 mirrors. We wired them for blinkers and marking lights. It's got amp power steps. We did the Lariat seat conversion out of a donor truck, so they're power seats. This is the 7.3 we all know and love. We added some polished boost tubes. We did the wicked wheel in the turbo. Okay, let's talk about the funnest thing of any of these projects, which is new parts, okay? First of all, we got the old turbo pedestal there. This is all getting deleted. This exhaust back pressure valve, we don't need it with what we're doing with this truck anymore. It's really meant for cold starts, as we have a new turbo pedestal that completely deletes exhaust back pressure valve. No big deal at all. That's going to be going on. Then this beauty is going to replace this whole part of the back of the turbo, and we're going to have nothing but just air flow. The icing on the cake is this little piece of wonderful, the wicked wheel. It's a CNC machined turbo impeller, and it's got really cool little edges and wedges. This is supposed to help spool up way faster without lag, and it's going to give us a little bit more boost, basically as much as this factory housing will allow. Okay, I watched another guy's video. He said this is common to get some scaling, and then he wiped it with some brake clean and a cloth. He's from Thoroughbred Diesel, so those guys should know what they're talking about. There's a little bit of play, but I think that the oil runs in between there. I think the oil picks up the play. So here we are, putting on the new wheel. Then you just tighten it, and I guess the turbo spins in such a way that it's constantly tightening that impeller wheel, so you don't have to torque it or anything. You just kind of get it snug. From the factory one, this has got some a lot longer ramps. It's curved a little more, and it's got some reliefs right there. Man, this looks so different. Pull this off, put this bad boy on there. Whoa. I think this turbo is gonna be cool. This is what she looks like, fully assembled. Turbo, the housing's all cleaned up. I got the wicked wheel in there, spins nice and free. Banks actuator, exhaust back pressure valve delete housing. Everything's torqued, everything's ready. I followed the directions to a T. You shut this, which is your wastegate. Line this sleeve up perfectly. Then dial it in 4 full turns. Apply shop air to this. It pushes it out and grabs onto the wastegate. So it's preloaded 4 turns. We pulled the motor entirely. We put all new Ford Motorcraft seals and gaskets, a new oil pan, new water pump. It's got 4-inch exhaust in the down tube back with a 5-inch stainless tip. And I mean, it's pretty great. Because this came to us with a flatbed. We located a box, rust-free box from Montana. It's got full bed liner. And a Ford tailgate. Those are awesome. Everything's been done. All new rotors, all new calipers, all new brakes. Axles have been serviced, the tranny's been serviced. You saw all that stuff. So this is the transmission pan. As you can tell, fluid, pretty dirty, but this pan looks relatively clean, and the magnet has some metal on it, but nothing too bad. The transmission seemed to shift excellent. It engaged gears good, it went through all the gears well, shifted into overdrive, but as soon as it would shift into overdrive, then the overdrive light would start flashing on the transmission shifter, which tells you it's setting a transmission code, and it was not able to go into lockup for the converter. So I didn't want to drive it too much that way. I don't know how the previous owner or owners have been using it. Obviously that was an existing issue when I got the truck, so you know, you don't want to burn out the torque converter by it not being able to lock, so then it's just slipping all the time. But like I said, there's nothing in the pan, there's no flare shifting, so I feel like the transmission's still healthy, and we're going to go ahead and try to address this issue. But look at this. This is the solenoid pack. Now listen, I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to do that. There's something that has come apart in one of these solenoids. You can hear it and feel it. And just like that, shift kit is installed. The directions are really self-explanatory, and they have extra pieces if you have the transmission apart. These are some repair parts, but obviously this is just, we're upgrading the shifting in these I think the accumulator body and the valve body. The old parts we didn't use, and we're getting ready to put it back in. I think we need to take it on a test drive. Fires right up. This thing's got all new injectors, well, they're reman from Rosewood Diesel. He's the top guy for 7.3 diesel. It's got AC works, the cruise works, the heat works, fully functioning truck. This thing runs and drives excellent. The lift kit we did was like a soft lift, just a couple-inch lift kit with gas charge shocks, and so it doesn't ride very harsh compared to a lot of these. It still leaf springs on all 4 corners. This is our standard test loop. We drive all our vehicles here, as you can tell. It's a fairly bumpy road, but this truck is not harsh. These shocks do really good on kind of this rougher terrain. So it's very pleasing and pleasant to drive. This has got anti-sway bars and all that stuff. It's got 4-wheel disc brakes. It's got the 7.3. This thing is ready to tow trailers, and these trucks are just really amazing. Comes on strong, nice and strong. It's got the good old-fashioned manual 4x4 lever. Okay, we're gonna come up here, we're gonna brake torque it again. Are you ready? Here we go, brake torque.
herself again.
That's all she can do. It could use a little more boost right in the middle there.
Yeah.
But this is not programmed or tuned. This is just stock with the wicked wheel and the Banks upgrades that are more mechanical updates. So it's definitely ready for some tunes if a person wanted to. But they're supposed to be a little more reliable long term if you don't tune them. So I just left it. I also did a mechanical updates in the valve body of the transmission. It's got remanufactured solenoid block, and it has all the updates of a Transgo shift kit. So we pulled the valve body and installed all the little pieces they have that goes in the valve body. So it has nice firm shifts, torque. It's got a little extra pressure to the torque converter lockup solenoid, just to keep the transmission healthy. Again, all the things that aid if a person does want to tune it. But if you don't tune it, it just works really nice. And it's got adequate power. You know, when these things came out in '99, they were the top dog. And it's just amazing as trucks have progressed now. They have so much power compared to what these ever had. But they're also very unreliable compared to these, and a lot more money to keep maintained and repaired. And these, of course, you can tune them to make similar power levels. This again is the rough part of our test loop, and this truck runs really nice down the road, goes straight down the road. The lift kit, I think, makes it ride a little smoother. We also added a adjustable track bar so that it has good control over bumps. The heat works awesome, don't you think, Will?
Yep.
And you know, this truck started life as a work truck. We kept it in the same spirit of a work truck. Some younger kids don't know what these are, but they are manual crank windows. It's got manual 4x4. It's got manual locking hubs. There's very few power options that this truck had, so there's not a lot to fix. And it's just a good, dependable old truck. It's hard to believe that they are as old as they are right now. 2003 doesn't seem like that long ago, but it kind of is. Horn works, blinkers work, they work in the mirrors as well, and you know, it's just a fully functioning, just a really nice old truck. And with all the maintenance and repairs that we did to it, we kind of fixed anything we knew that was wrong, put all new seals and gaskets in the motor, and I mean, this thing should be ready for another 20 or 30 years, as long as you keep it out of the salt. And we also did that, Cosmoline the whole frame, did wool wax all underbody in the rockers, just to try to preserve it. And even that box was rust-free box, but we covered it all with wool wax all the way up around the box sides and everywhere we could think of that rust might try to lurk as time goes on. We didn't drive this in any Minnesota winters, so it's just it's a good piece of history. So thanks for watching. Glad this thing is finally done. It's ready to go to its new owner, and we can get back to working on Mustangs or some of the other fun stuff we've got on our list. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.